Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm hoping for another glorious evening this evening. I've got coffee, I've got sun, the winds are supposed to be dropping soon, and we're at RSPB Ouse Fen. Finally made it back down here, and I'm hoping it's as successful and as amazing as it was last time we were down here. Now, camera's already out. I've already been taking some photos of ducks, but the noise, oh, there's some egrets over there. Do you know what? There are times when you just come out with the camera and you arrive at your location and you just get a feeling it's gonna be a good day. Now, we've come down for the evening. They have automated gates down here that close at 8 o'clock. It is now 5:30, so I've got 2.5 hours just to have a nice leisurely stroll around Ouse Fen and see what we can see. So, I'm going to stop gabbering, I'm going to have some coffee, and I'm going to continue my nice little bimble around. Let's go see what we can capture today. Okay, so as you can tell, that sun's come out. It's as harsh as anything. However, what I'm currently doing is I'm making my way down to the back of Ouse Fen, or down this way anyway, because I want that light behind me. And at the moment, it's either coming from the side, which isn't too bad, I can deal with that, but I ideally want it behind me. Now, bird-wise, she's been having a nice little session with a crested grebe, which is nice. You know I love crested grebes anyway. And there's a lot of small birds flitting about, but because I'm facing into the sun, can't actually tell what they are. Seen some herons, egrets, things like that. Oh, you can see if I turn like that, look how harsh that light is. But that's fine. We're going to run with it. I think that's some terns as well. Oh man, this place is amazing. I've been itching to come back here. For those of you who watched my Fen Drayton video where I announced my Sony 200-600 lens, will know that the plan was to come down here originally, but because the gates closed at 7 that night, I opted against it, went down to Fen Drayton. However, they close at 8 tonight, so bingo. Now, that's a coup. That wind is supposed to be dropping. It's behind me at the moment. Hopefully it drops soon, because it's rather chilly, and I only brought this hoodie with me. Did think about bringing a jacket, and I was like, nah, I'll be fine. Idiot. So yeah, let's crack on and see what else we see down at Ouse Fen today. Okay, sun's out now in full force. The sky has gone totally clear, and yeah, I'm actually facing towards the sun at the moment. Most of Ouse Fen is behind me. However, I've come to one of the many benches that they've got littered around the place, and this is actually the spot where I found the deer last time, and they were walking around what is now just behind camera. However, all that area at the moment is flooded. It's fantastic. I mean, yes, I haven't seen any deer at the moment. I know there are deer down here. I believe there's Chinese water deer as well. But as far as ranges of birds are concerned, man, they're everywhere. I have just been photographing what I believe are Marsh Harriers as well. There's a pair of them. There was one literally just behind camera across all the wetland that is now there. And then across all this wetland, there was another one. So I've literally been flitting between the two. There are some very, very rapid small birds in flight. Is that him now as well? Which, I've not seen them on any of the reeds and stuff, the small birds. And I've tried to capture some in flight, but literally trying to track them has been an absolute nightmare. And when I've had a look at the back of the camera, all it is butt shots. Because I'm trying to track them and it's nigh on impossible. But I'll stick up a load of the pictures that I've been taking. I've taken over 700 shots already down here. Now, admittedly, a lot of those are birds in flight, so I know that they won't have come out very well on all of them. Like the small birds, I've been hammering out the shots, trying to get one decent picture of them, and I don't think I've managed it. But c'est la vie. I'm having an absolute fantastic evening. My previous visit down here, I believe the video's titled something about this is, or on the thumbnail at least it says this is amazing. I've been down here less than an hour and I'm not gonna lie, this is amazing. Absolutely fantastic place. So anyway, I'm gonna stick up a load of pictures now for you guys, and I'm gonna go back and try and get some more shots. The opportunities are endless down here. I'm not sure if you can hear all that sound, but yeah, so much opportunity. So yeah, have a look at these shots. We'll come back and have another chat, and there'll probably a load more shots for you as well. So yeah. Okay, so I've finally moved on from that place. I was actually just sat on the bench chatting to a guy who came and parked up, and we just sat chatting about cameras and wildlife photography and stuff. It was really nice. He only lives just down the road from here, you see, so yeah. He said it seems silly not to make the most of the opportunity to come down here, and I was like, well, if it's on your doorstep. But yeah, that was really, really nice, just chatting to someone about down here and stuff. So yeah, so that sun's getting lower, as you can see. It's right in my eyes now, and that wind isn't dropping, which is highly disappointing. Is that a tern? Maybe, or a gull. But what I wanted to do was I was sat watching these reeds, because as the light's getting lower, the light is backlighting the reeds and causing them to glow. I'll put a bit of overlay up in a second. And I was really hoping there'd be some small birds in there. So I waited around for that for a bit as well. That was on a separate bench. It was literally 20 meters away. But yeah, nothing actually landed on there. So I'm not having much luck with the small birds at the moment. So I'm hoping that I can have some more luck with the birds of prey. But either way, what an evening. I'm loving life right now. I can't deny this place is just something special. It's free parking, free to get in. There's no facilities here, but realistically, it is most definitely worth a trip out. If you're wanting to come out for a good few hours with the camera, I can highly recommend RSPB Ouse Fen. So, right, I'm going to keep bimbling around, see what other birds we can see if I can get any better shots of birds of prey. Hopefully see some more small birds maybe. But yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so I think I just got 2 corking shots, but first of all, look at this light. Isn't it absolutely amazing? Anyway, I was stood in one place and there was so much noise, I couldn't identify a single bird because there was so many calls going on. So I whipped out Merlin, put on the sound ID, and it picked up 2 birds that I didn't unfortunately see, but also makes it quite interesting. Was a water rail and whatever you want to call it, a bearded tit or bearded reedling, dependent on which name you want to go with. Now, the 2 shots I got, one was a reed bunting and one was a reed warbler. Now what I like to do is I like to build environmental shots, and both of these shots tick that absolutely fantastically. Now, first of all, the reed bunting. I was stood there in this area, Merlin out, trying to identify these birds, and all of a sudden I saw it in the distance, fly up out of the reeds, back into the reeds, up, down, and it landed on the reeds. Now it was quite far away, it was in some further reeds. So, zoomed right in, 600mm crop mode, and I'm still gonna have to crop the picture in post-processing as well. But it was sat on the reeds. Fantastic, beautiful environmental shot. The second shot of the reed warbler, I was just walking along and I had the river next to me, so you've got the river that runs along the back of Ouse Fen, and I'm currently walking in between the 2 lagoons, lakes, whatever you want to call them. And I managed to encroach on it, I could see it. And I managed to use spot focus through the reeds to get a shot of the reed warbler. Now, both of these shots look sharp on the back of the camera, and I'm praying that they look as good once I get them on the computer. So yeah, happy days. I love this place. I absolutely love this place. Another, unfortunately, one I didn't get a shot of. I'm stood there and I'm listening to this bird sound, slightly different location. And I'm looking, trying to see what I can see in amongst all the reeds and stuff. And look down, I'm being stared out by a Chinese water deer. What an experience that was. Unfortunately, I didn't get the camera up in time. I tried to be nice and slow and bring it up. Shoots out, shoots through all the reeds and stuff, disappears off, followed by his mate as well. There was a pair of them. Absolutely gorgeous sight to see though. Beautiful creatures. Yeah, so one great thing about Ouse Fen as well, so other than the wildlife that's here, is it's very, very flat, very, very open, which is why you can make the most of this light as the sun's coming down. The downside is you're obviously restricted by the gates closing at 8 o'clock. So I've now got 35 minutes. So I'm going to stop rambling to you guys and I'm going to see what else I can photograph. So I'll stick those pictures of the reed warbler and the reed bunting up now. Let's see what else we can see. Okay, so I've literally got 20 minutes now till the gates close. What a fantastic evening. Now, obviously I've got 20 minutes and I'm just walking back to the car. I'm not far off it now. But I thought I would actually sign out, and if I get any pictures between now and me getting back to the car, I'll have stuck them up for you already. Yeah, Ouse Fen. Do you know what? I love this place. It's crazy. I've only been down here twice because of the gate issue. I think I definitely need to reserve a whole day down here, or at least you know, a good few hours. Come down early-ish one morning. I think the gates open at about 7, so I should get a clear run from home. It's about a 40-minute drive here, so yeah, wouldn't be too bad. Leave mine at about 6:15. Anyway, yeah, I can't wax lyrical enough about this place. As you guys will have seen, obviously the pictures down here on the back of the camera look fantastic, and I hope they are as well. So yeah, if you're looking for a fantastic place for a day of photography, as I say, there's no facilities or anything down here, so just bear that in mind. Make sure you bring snacks with you, and yeah, plenty of fluids as well. But do it. Come down here and make the most of it. If you wanted to make a whole day of it, I think Fen Drayton Lakes as well is only 10 miles from here, so you could come down here in the morning, head down there in the afternoon. You've got a whole day of photography. So if you're not local, it's worth booking the day out. So yeah, anyway, let's sign out then before I just keep banging on about how great this place is. So obviously, if you like the video, do obviously give us the old thumbs up, and if you don't already, drop us a subscribe from down the bottom and hit that notification bell. We do post videos weekly, so oh, and stick in a cheeky bonus one every now and then. And yeah, obviously, yeah, this is Mike out. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.